It's interesting that I had forgotten of you falling in the water, but it was never in a dangerous situation.
No, there was one stepping off the dinghy, and then you pulled me right back in the boat, and then there was one other time that you told me about. I remember riding on the surfboard or the windsurfer, one of the two, being towed behind the boat.
How old
And
were you then?
I think maybe the
Older
windsurfer, and the
probably.
windsurfer was tied to the boat, and I was on top of the board. Was that before 6, or was that later on?
I think it was later on.
That might have been later on.
Yeah.
What else do I remember early on? Oh, I remember being in the bunk and just being snuggled in the bunk and that being good. And then,
It was wonderful that you had your own bunk. The boat slept 9 people, which is highly unusual.
that was highly unusual.
Yeah. It was the perfect boat that Grandpa picked out. The other thing about this boat is, let's see, they were asking $90,000 for it at the time, but it was November,
Hmm.
and Grandpa offered them $70,000, and they took it.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I never knew that.
Yeah. We later were able to sell it for, I believe it was $135,000.
Wow.
Doubled Grandpa's money with it.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
incredible.
that's amazing.
But what happened was that the yacht broker had it sold to somebody else. And the wife of the fellow who bought it is coming down the dock and sees this huge Nordic tug. So anyway, she goes on board this thing and sees all the luxury and everything else on this thing, and falls in love with it and says, you know, I don't really want the sailboat, I want this Nordic tug with the showers and
Yeah,
everything.
I get it. I know the boat.
And now, I'm not sure it was a Nordic tug, but anyway, it was one
Something
of those,
like that, yep.
it's one of those really fancy,
Yeah, we've been on a
very
couple of those. They're
expensive
fancy.
ones. So anyway, the yacht broker said, "Okay, I'll buy the 45 footer back from you." So he personally had his money in it. He owned it.
Ah.
So that's why he didn't want to carry it through the winter. So he let it go.
Hmm.
And he made his money on the Nordic tug, which I believe he was a dealer for.
Yep.
And, brand new.
I never heard that story either. Wow, interesting.
Yeah. Now you realize that the 45 footer was owned by McLean, the chairman of the board of Continental Oil. And he had a dock in Stamford, Connecticut. Okay, beautiful house on the water in Stamford, Connecticut, which is a very wealthy area. And everybody said, "Well, you got the dock, you got to buy the boat." Now he was older at the time, didn't know how to sail, but they talked him into ordering it full race with a solid rod headstay, which cost $1,400 extra. Okay, somebody was making some money off of this guy with all the North sails,
Yeah, it was a racing boat.
full race. Okay, I don't believe she was ever raced.
Yeah.
Some of the sails had never come out of the bag.
Wow.
Well, we raced her.
Yeah, yeah. So, and are you aware that after it was sold, that Doug McLeod chartered it for the Bermuda race and came in second in his class?
No, I never knew that. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What was that? What class was it? Do you know?
I don't know.
Were they running Spinnaker?
I'm
No,
not
you
sure.
don't know. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think everybody. in the
Spinnaker.
Bermuda race.
Okay. All right.
This
I'm
is-
just making sure.
This is, I believe, the Bermuda race, the Newport to Bermuda race.
Yeah, Newport. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, so-
interesting. I never knew that.
And of course, Yoles did well in that race because a lot of it is reach.
Yep, sail area.
Put the mizzen staysail up, and you can.
Yep, get more sail area.
everything you can out of the boat.
Interesting.
Thank you. Woo!
Bless you.
I don't know whether I had a handkerchief in here or not. I
Oh, that's all right.
It wasn't fast enough. Okay, let me go down and